This morning, I woke up and I had a rejection letter waiting in my in my inbox. I've gotten a few more over the past few days as I've just been, constantly submitting these short stories off. But this one was quite nice. This one was quite kind, and I decided to actually throw it up here on the screen just to share it. It's probably one of the nicer ones that I've gotten, as far as like kind of personalized ones. Um, Often you just get a hey, thanks for submitting, but we're gonna pass sort of response. But this was nice. This was nice. It's somewhat coincidental, but I had put a Stephen King quote obviously on this screen here, and I think back to the story of like his youth when he was first trying to like send short stories off, and he would write like I think like his parents' attic or something like that, and in the attic he would take every rejection letter he ever got, and he would put it on a nail that he kept in the eave of that attic, and after a time he had gotten so many rejection letters that the nail wouldn't hold the weight of the paper, like so he had to get something much larger, and he ended up using a railroad spike to hold up his letters. I couldn't say how many rejection letters I've ever gotten, but I surmised that if I printed each one off individually, man, I want to say that a nail would not be able to hold them up either. Um, I'm feeling I'm close. I feel like I'm getting very very close to this, to getting at least a story published here. Really really close. Obviously, I felt that way about my book last year, right, when the publisher had rejected it. Again, I felt like it was close. Like each time, I think it's right there on the cusp of it, and it seems to elude me. It just seems to slip through my grasp. It's a very very tough and very subjective business, but I think I'm closer. I really do. I think this is gonna be obviously not the last rejection letter I ever get, but I feel like I'm getting close to getting something accepted somewhere. Super vague, but um, often you have to start somewhere, and boy, I just it feels close. I'm hoping that maybe one of these next magazines I submitted to will obviously accept the story. It seems like at this point it's just subjectivity. If I'm to take this rejection letter as kind of as like a relatively personalized one, it's subjectivity. Nothing wrong with the story. It's simply they're not interested in it. And at that point, there's nothing you can do about it. There's a friend of mine who they get published in I would say a fair amount of lit mags. And when I say fair amount, I'm talking like maybe two or three a year, which in this business is a lot. But they say a lot that their acceptance rate is still like 1%. That it's like the 1% of magazines that they submit to take them. So even with that, even if with a good story, it's such a subjective thing that you're it's a 1 in 100 chance just when the story is well done and engaging, that someone is going to find it entertaining and worthwhile to put in their magazine. It's tough. It's very very tough, but I'm on the right track. This is very reminding. This is very telling that I'm getting closer to where I need to be. So, yeah. With that, I'll sign off here, and I will see you all tomorrow.